I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Wishful Thinking Chapter 1. I can only imagine. The lights go up, and you smile at the camera. Hello, Northbridge. I'm Amanda Lambert, and I'm very excited to welcome acclaimed actors Ryan Summers and Cassandra Lay to the show. Amanda, can I just take a moment to say how excited I am to be on your show? I was thrilled when you reached out to us. It's not every day you get interviewed by Amanda Lambert. You're the best at what you do. Suddenly you and your guest are cut short by a scuffle off camera, and a man stumbles onto the soundstage. Excuse me, Amanda Lambert. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I couldn't wait. I'm here to present you with your Pulitzer Prize. He produces a trophy from behind his back, and Ryan and Cassandra and the crew break into applause as you accept it. It was definitely a Pulitzer. Thanks, I think? Then an unfamiliar woman rushes onto the set. Just a minute, Amanda Lambert. I'm here on behalf of the Nobel Committee. We'd like to honor you with this year's Nobel Peace Prize. All of this for me? But I'm just a local reporter. Amanda, you're so much more than that. Your reporting has changed the world. Bite your lip and feel tears of pride welling up in your eyes as you accept the Nobel Prize. Top dog. Sure, why not? Wow, this is, Bite your lip and feel tears of pride welling up in your eyes as you accept the Nobel Prize. Didn't they just say that twice? I want to thank my friends and family who supported me over the years, and everyone watching at home. Excuse me, can you move? You snap out of your daydream to see Ellen, Northbridge's news head reporter, standing in front of you with her hands on her hips. We live in 5 minutes. Get off the set. Sure, I'll go. Less talking, more moving out of my way. Okay. Ellen, can you please stop bullying the staff and get in place? Turn around to see Aubrey, the studio manager, glancing down at a clipboard. We're, filming in 5. I know, Aubrey. That's why I was trying to get her to move. Well, the set is behind us, so I think you're the one who needs to move. She brushes past you, fuming. You give Aubrey a weak smile. Sorry to interfere. You're fine. Between you and me, I think Ellen just likes picking fights. Don't let her get to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to help with this, get this broadcast ready. Have a good one. Yeah, you too. You sheepishly wander back to the writer's desk. Your friends, June, a fellow writer, and Tony, a cameraman, are waiting for you. Oh my gosh, you talked to Aubrey Watson? Oh, well, kind of. He was getting Ellen ready for the broadcast. Amanda, half this office has a crush on him, and he just paid attention to you for like a full 5 seconds. We barely even talked. It's not that big a deal. Yes, it is! I've worked here for 3 years and he never talked to me, let alone stood up for me in front of Ellen Thompson. If I were you, I'd be freaking out right now. Don't you think he's dreamy? I think he's distracting you. Oh, in fairness, I think this office would be at least 40% more productive if people weren't checking him out all the time. I'll take eye candy over productivity any day. He just radiates coolness, you know? I heard he backpacks through Europe once a year, and he cooks. I've seen him reading for pleasure in the park outside the studio. You should try to talk to him again. What, right now? He's busy working, and I probably just end up putting my foot in my mouth and looking like an idiot. Well, it's your life, but just remember, you miss 100% of the eggs you don't crack. That's not... okay, you know what? Never mind. I have bigger things to think about today. I'm asking Alec for a promotion to reporter. What? I'm so happy for you. You've been talking about this for years. Well, exactly. Why put it off any longer? This is me taking initiative. Oh, hey, that's big steps towards your dream. How are you feeling? Honestly, I feel... Leave this in fate's hands. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. That's extremely non-committal, but I admire your ability to roll with the punches. Well, good luck. As your friend, know that my tissue box will be available to you afterwards. What do I need tissues for? For the tears? When Malik shreds into your lack of experience and you leave crying? Don't listen to Tony, Amanda. I'm sure you'll do great. Hey, I'm trying to keep things in perspective here. It's nothing against you, but the fact remains that Alec is a, jerkwad. Whatever happens, we're here for you. And if all else fails, there's always ice cream. You sigh and then smooth the front of your clothes, square your shoulders, and make for the elevator. When you reach Alec's office, you saunter in without knocking. He looks up, his face. Oh my god. Another jerk boss, I see. The hell are you? I told the receptionist I'm not taking meetings. Amanda Lambert, writing staff? Mr. Burdog, I'll get right to it. I want to be a reporter. Alex stares at you in stunning silence for a long moment. Finally, he burst out laughing, tears stream down his face, and he beats his fist against his desk. You wanna, that's a good one! You're killing me, kid! That wasn't a joke. I've worked here for 2 years, and I didn't think I'm more than... Wait. Hold on a second. Hang on. Just let me catch my... Oh, man, I've never... Kolechka's asides, wheezing across your arms. I'm serious. I'm here to ask for a promotion. He wipes the tears from his eyes and leans back in his chair. Okay. Wow. I haven't laughed that hard since my ex-wife tried to sue me over custody of our dog. So what makes you think you're cut out to be a reporter for Northridge News? I'm passionate. Being a reporter has been a dream for almost my entire life. I started working here in the hopes that I'd be able to work my way up the chain. Yeah, cool, great. Lots of people want to do lots of things, but that doesn't mean they're good at them. Listen, I honestly don't care about why you want this job. What matters is whether or not you can actually do it. So prove to me that you've got what it takes. Interview me. Interview you? What, are you a parrot? You heard me? What am I interviewing you about? Figure it out, Katie Couric Jr. Tell me more about what you do here. Boring! Next! But you just told me to ask you a question, and now you're not even going to answer it? If I wanted fluff, I'd hire a damn pillow. Alec rubs his eyes and shakes his head. You're going to have to do better than that. One more shot. Come on, give me something juicy. Oh... Why did you and your wife split? None of your damn business. You said juicy. You think being in the interviewer's seat automatically entitles you to people's personal details? It's called finesse. You gotta be tactful. You can't just burst out with the first thing that pops in your head. Look, kid, points for enthusiasm, but I'm gonna be honest here, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You can barely make eye contact. Real reporters know how to get inside someone's head. But I could learn if you just train me, and I don't have time to play mentor. I have a business to run, and there are plenty of reporters out there who are actually qualified. I guess you're right. You feel a lump form in your throat, and you cast your eyes down. You reach out for... I'm like, is there like blue things going out like on the screen? And yes, okay, it's not my eyes. You reach out for one of the chairs in front of Alec's desk, and a small electric shock pings you. Alex says something, but it sounds different. Never make it here. What? What did you just say? You heard me. Why are you still standing there? This interview is over. Gives you a dismissive wave of his hand, and you turn on your heel and rush out the door. You rush down the hall, tears forming in your eyes. You barely register someone coming around the corner until you bump right into them. Whoa there. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going at all. No harm, no foul, but are you okay? You seem upset. Bite your lip, casting your gaze down. I asked Alex for a promotion, and it didn't go well. I think I just made myself look like an idiot in front of the most powerful man in the company. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. If it's any consolation, he's pretty tough on everyone, so don't take it personally. So we keep running into each other today, but I don't think we've been formally introduced. I'm Aubrey. I'm Amanda. I'm on the writing staff, so I guess we haven't had much of a chance to cross paths. Wait, don't tell me you're the writer behind all the funny blurbs we've had. What was that piece the other week about the UFO conspiracist trying to sue the government for hiding the truth? Alien versus Senate? Some of my finest work to date. Oh, so it is you. Okay, Amanda. Hit me with your best. What gems have you come up with lately? Oh, well, you heard the story about the woman who sued the state park, the huge storm in Australia, the guy who tried to stow away on a spaceship? The one who broke into NASA, didn't he claim that the government is withholding evidence that the moon is actually made of cheese? That's the one. I'm calling the story Close Encounters of the Curd Kind. Oh, puns and movie references? You're a woman after my own heart, Amanda. Is he flirting with me, or is he just being nice? What do I say? I wish I knew what he was thinking. You tug at your collar and another electric shock pings you. Should ask her. Uh-huh, what do you want to ask me? Oh, was I being that obvious? I was about to take my lunch break, so I thought I'd suggest we grab some coffee. It sounds like you've had a tough day. Maybe I can help cheer you up a little. This is your chance to have fun at the cafe, get to know Aubrey better, and improve your relationship. You know what? It's coffee. And why not bring in a new book? And since coffee was mentioned, drink. Perfect. I know a good cafe nearby. The two of you head off together and you feel some of the tension from the interview begin to melt away. You arrive at the cafe and the smell of freshly ground coffee beans washes over you. You and Aubrey order at the counter and then step to the side to wait for the drinks. Thanks again for bringing me here. You really didn't have to. It's my pleasure. Besides, I wanted to see what your coffee order was. What do you need my coffee order for? You can learn a lot about a person from what they drink. So you get a chai latte with a bit of chocolate dust on top. From that, I gather that you're unique, you have a lot of creativity, and you don't always express it. But there's still tenderness about you. You got all that from my drink. Who are you, Sherlotte Holmes? That's amazing. It's not that hard. Why don't you give it a shot? Me? But I'm so bad at reading people. I'll be the judge of that. Come on, tell me what you think about me based on my coffee order. I usually go for a mocha. I don't want to get it wrong, but I don't know him very well. I think that you're, encouraging, complex, smooth. Oof, oof, you're asking me a coffee question. Mocha can be a bit smooth. Mocha can also be encouraging. Well, I wouldn't say encouraging. I'd say complex. Encouraging? No. I feel like that's the very obvious answer, isn't it? Let's go with it. Huh, yeah. How'd you reach that conclusion? I think a mocha is basically the ideal pick-me-up. It's got a little sugar, it's got a little caffeine. And it's the ultimate comfort food of the coffee world. And I just get a very nurturing, supportive vibe from you. Oh, that's a big compliment, considering that coffee is pretty comforting on its own. I definitely love helping people, so I'd say your instincts are on the money. See? You're better at sizing people up than you give yourself credit for. Either that, or I'm just really passionate about a good cup of joe. As Matt Rodriguez's character says in Devil's Canyon, I came here to kick ass and drink coffee, and I'm not done with my coffee. Smile and nod, and as you both fall quiet, you feel yourself panicking. Ah, not the awkward silence. Say something, Amanda. So, you like movies? Ah, that's an understatement. I was a film studies major in college. Oh, cool. I took a film class once and had a lot of fun. I'm still kind of amazed I got credits for watching movies all day. Yeah, I have fond memories in my screenplay writing class. We do an exercise where we look at random strangers and make up their backstories. Hey, you're a writer. I want to hear what you can come up with. See that guy over there? Nods at the barista behind the counter. Oh, this guy again. God, they keep reusing. What do you think his background is? Maybe he's a lead singer of a punk band. If you ever worked in the service industry, you'd want to scream too. But the message of his band, Trash Pie, is about so much more than mere job dissatisfaction. He's speaking out against the entire capitalist system that values people's economic contributions over their basic humanity. Rock and roll. I take it he smashed a few guitars this time. See, that's where he takes it to the next level. He doesn't even use instruments. He just stands on stage and screams his heart out. Ah, now that's next level. Where can I see him perform? In the basement of an old co-op on the west side of town. The price of entry is your own wealth redistribution plan. Okay, I was right about you. That's way more creative than I came up with. I was gonna say that he's also a writer, and yes, I know that's both unimaginative on my part and typecasting towards baristas. As someone with a writing background who has worked at a mini coffee shop, I can't fault you for that. It's hard to get by. But that's where the plot twist comes in. He's not here because he needs the money. He likes working at a cafe because it gives him the chance to observe patrons coming in and out all day. Then he writes about them. Let me get this straight. You're in a cafe, making up a story about a guy making up stories in a cafe. Writerception, Aubrey? Hey, they say you write what you know. Okay, but one more question. Is he writing about you and me? Naturally. What kind of story do you think he's writing about us? I bet he thinks we're on a date. Not that we are, but maybe it just looks like that. Just by merit of being two people talking together at a coffee shop. You know? Oh, sure, that makes sense. Boy meets girl, boy takes girl to coffee, boy initiates college writing exercise. Sounds like boyfriend material to me. Totally fictionally, of course. Ah, of course, but I'd like to think I'm good boyfriend material in real life, too. Both chuckle, and you feel yourself relaxing the more you talk to him. Anyway, enough about the fictional version of our lives. Tell me more about yourself. Me? What's to tell? I grew up in Northbridge, studied journalism for a while, worked a few odd jobs before winding up here. I really want to be a reporter, but I get so flustered talking to people sometimes. And after that interview, I'm not sure if I have what it takes. Getting comfortable with things takes practice. You should have seen me when I started my film classes as freshman. I spent a whole day shooting a scene only to discover I'd had the cap on the lens the whole time. Ooh! Don't worry, it takes me 60 takes some videos. No. All that work went down the drain? Not at all. I learned a valuable lesson. Struggling and making mistakes help us grow, and when you reach your goal, it's all the sweeter because you worked so hard. I'll keep an eye out for your on-camera debut. God, I talked to her. What was... Just then, the barista calls out your orders, and Aubrey steps aside to pick them up. You let out a breath. Aubrey is so friendly. I can't believe he agreed to take me out for coffee, and then was super encouraging on top of that. I wonder if he's into me. What am I saying? He's out of my league. You and Aubrey got to know each other at the cafe. Ready to go? I'll drive us back. The two of you return to the studio, coffee in hand. Before your lunch break is over, you stop by your dad's house. When you enter, he's sitting on the couch, reading a book. Amanda, how did it go? Am I looking at Northbridge's newest reporter? You're sinking to the couch beside him. His grin disappears when he sees your expression. Unfortunately, I blew it. I thought I was ready, but when I stepped in Alex's office, all my confidence just evaporated. Guess I'm not good enough for real reporting after all. Your dad sets down his book and turns to you. Oh, honey, just because you're struggling doesn't mean you're not talented and capable. Maybe news isn't the right place for you. Wait, what? Isn't that the part where you're supposed to tell me not to give up? Look, Amanda, I know you're doing your best. I'm not trying to tear you down. But I feel like I've watched you spend the last 2 years hitting your head against a wall. Maybe it's time to try something new. I wish Mom was here. She always knew what to say. You let out a frustrated sigh and throw your hands up, rising from the couch. I need to go back to work. See you later. Amanda. You hurry to the door, and a small shock jolts you when you touch the doorknob. You hear your dad call from the couch, but strangely, his voice sounds like he's right next to you. Just want what's best for her. Something tingles in your spine, but you brush it off and continue outside, slamming the door behind you. You're rushing down the steps of your dad's porch when someone calls your name. Hey, Amanda! You turn and your whole body relaxes when you spot Jamie, your childhood neighbor and best friend, approaching from his house. Okay. Jamie, the guy I wanted to see, I need a hug right now. Amanda, I'm a hug machine. Come here. He pulls you close, and you bury your face in his chest as he wraps his arms tight around you. After a moment, he steps back and frowns. Jamie, I'm having an awful day. I got totally shot down for my promotion, and Dad basically just said I should give up. I'm never gonna be a reporter. Throw your hands up and plunk down on the bottom step of the porch. Jamie sits beside you and rubs your back encouragingly. Amanda, don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, I've known you since we were kids, and I've seen a side of you that's smart, funny, kind, and creative. I know that someday the rest of the world is gonna see you like I do. You'll get there. Smiles at you, his warm eyes shining, and you can't help but smile back. Thanks, Jamie. I don't know how I could have made it this far without a friend like you. Hard same. You know, you're basically my family. Paula may be my legal guardian, but I grew up at your dinner table. I guess that explains why, despite inheriting your house, you spend so much time at my dad's place. Busted. I'm just trying to soak up that sweet, sweet dad energy. He knocks his shoulder against yours and grins. When his body hits yours, you feel another static shock. If only I could tell her. What the... Again? Am I hearing things? Why do I keep getting shocked? Before you can say anything, Jamie begins talking. Hey, how about I, help cheer you up a bit before you go back to work? Do you want to take a trip to the lake? Wait, that pep talk just now doesn't count as cheering me up? I've been waiting for the right time to show you, but I actually made you something. I think you're gonna love it. This is your chance to spend time with Jamie, relive some memories from your past, and get a special surprise. You need to get back to work. And before people go, oh my god, you're not into Jamie? No, I'm into him, just, you know, I can't spend all my diamonds. But my night is going to involve a long shower, takeout, and a lighthearted show with 6 to 9 seasons that I can binge over the next month. I recommend Sherlock Holmes, animated series about a cat who solves mysteries. You'll love it. Anyway, text me if you need me. Squeezes your shoulder before wandering back across his lawn, and you get in your car to go back to work. When you pull into the studio parking lot and get out of your car, a knot of dread forms in your stomach. Storm clouds gather overhead, and raindrops patter against your face. Even Jamie's encouragement seems to melt away at the sight of the office doors. I can't bear to go back in there after blowing that interview. Maybe I don't have what it takes to be a reporter. I'm just No good with people. A frigid wind whips around you as the raindrops begin to fall thicker and faster. I want my dad to believe in me, but nothing is ever good enough. I try to get ahead at work, but I always seem to say the wrong thing. I can't even hold a conversation with someone like Aubrey without obsessing over every word. Ugh, you are like me. Thunder rumbles overhead, bright flickers dancing across the sky. I just wish I knew what people wanted from me. Okay. Suddenly blinded by a bright flash, a current surges through your body and you let out a scream. Ah! And then everything goes black. You float dreamily through your darkness, unaware of how much time is passing. A dull ache throbs inside your skull. Finally, you drift towards consciousness, slowly opening your eyes to a bright white light. When your eyes adjust to the light, you realize you're in a hospital bed. A woman in a white coat scribbles on a clipboard. Ah, good, you're awake. How are you feeling? Slowly move your body, but there's no pain, and everything seems normal. I feel fine, I guess. Just a bit of a headache? What happened? To be perfectly honest, Miss Lambert, the fact that you're sitting here talking to me is nothing short of a miracle. You were struck dead on by a bolt of lightning earlier this afternoon. The ground was charred after you for 10 square feet. By all accounts, you should probably be dead. What? Then how did I survive? Your guess is as good as mine, but your vitals are fine, there's no burning or scarring, and as far as we can see, there's no lasting damage. Other than your bank account. Let's see if that crappy insurance of yours will even cover the ambulance ride. Yeah, it's $5,000 in American. Stare at the doctor. You could have sworn you just heard her voice, but her lips weren't moving. Did you say something? I said your vitals are fine and there's no lasting damage. No, after that. Maybe I should run a few more tests. Wait, but you just said everything is okay. It might be a good idea to get a CAT scan and check that brain isn't showing any signs of damage. Scans her clipboard and arches her eyebrow. Dear God, is that her deductible? Stay in silence until she looks up searchingly. You know what? I think I feel just fine. I'll just leave. Can I do that? Sure. We have no reason to keep you. Feel free to give us a call if you experience any lingering symptoms. And maybe look into a new insurance plan while you're at it. She strides out of the door and you sit in shock for a moment. What was that? I thought I was hearing voices, but it sounded like her. Come to think of it, I kept hearing things all day. And getting shocked? That can't be a coincidence, can it? You stand shakingly and wander out the door towards the exit. In the waiting room, nurses, doctors, patients, and visitors mill around. Suddenly a nurse bumps into you as she rushes by. Oh, sorry, sweetie. I can't people watch where they're going? I didn't mean... But the nurse has already disappeared around the corner. You turn back to the waiting area where a couple of people sit in chairs. Though no one appears to say anything, you can hear their voices crystal clear. Didn't we just see this guy? Oh my God. I hope I don't pick up for pneumonia just being in the doctor's office. Hospitals are filthy. Oh my God, really? I told Henry that he wouldn't be able to handle that extra spicy pad thai. He'd better pay to clean my car. I'm not saying the rabies shot was worth it, but I feel like if raccoons weren't meant to be cuddled, they wouldn't be so fluffy. Rub your temples, head pounding. No way. This can't be happening. Am I reading their minds? Yeah, that's how this works. Without further ado, it's an interesting new book. I guess we'll have to see. Remember, Chapter 2 does come out today, so we will in fact have to see. But, yeah, it's okay. It's off to a good start, I guess. So yeah, we'll have to see. Without further ado, please remember, it's free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit the bell so you receive notifications of when anything goes up on the channel. And make sure to head down the description below. Links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content are there. Hey, pop into our Discord. You can meet a lot of our fans or a lot of our community members and just have fun. Sit and chat, know when we do live streams or anything involving community decisions, which a lot of you are not even aware of unless you're in our Discord server, and a lot of fun things go down in there. And without further ado, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.